a favorable Atlanta crowd cheering him on. They're going to be packed. They're going to be wild. They're going to be loud. And they're going to be loud because he's a guy who knocks people out. 5 wins,
he does.
5
He packs
knockouts. Do you think for a young fighter to have that kind of record, the pressure can be a hindrance for him?
I mean, this sport is not just physical, man. It's mental. But if you have a good mindset to the sport, you try not to allow that to put pressure on you because, oh, snap, he's back.
Uh-oh.
The skip is back.
Okay, move
he came
over.
in doing the dirty bird. He said, move out the way.
Nah, listen. We had some technical difficulties. We had to line things up, but I think we're here now.
Shout out to my man Dan. He out there teching it up.
Yeah, let me see. I gotta find my right angle. See, I'm being cut off.
Yeah, you cut off.
No, you good now.
To the right?
I would take a step to the
He
right.
said do the electric slide, right, champ?
Yeah.
Maybe the tallest guy should be in the middle? No? I look great. All right.
Yeah,
well,
you're on
keep
point,
it going,
champion.
then. I'm going to keep it going then. Ness, we were talking about Dakari Scott main eventing tomorrow. Born in Denver but from Atlanta. We expect a ruckus Atlanta crowd for a guy who just produces knockout after knockout. Doomy, I ask, is a guy who racks up these knockouts in a row for a young guy like Dakari, could it be a hindrance? Could it be something that he, overreaches for, or is that kind of pressure?
Well, I don't know, man. I think you guys need to stop talking about knockout. Jaden Booth is big as hell.
He's big as hell.
He's in shape.
Listen, is he in fighting shape?
And he's coming off the biggest win of his career.
He looks like he could be Kazakhstanian.
That's why,
a little bit.
The Jaden Booth name threw me off a little bit. You know
yes.
Because usually, you get a Gennadievich.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of that, foreign taste in there. But this guy's Jaden Booth, and he looks big.
He does.
He's a foreigner from Knoxville,
Bro,
Tennessee.
He's 6'4".
6'4". Yeah.
He's 6'4". That's what he is.
And look, I know Scott might hear this, but when they were facing off, he was looking at him like, okay, this dude is big. He's lean.
Yeah.
Is that natural? I don't know. But Jaden doesn't look like he didn't train.
One thing that I always, take consideration is like, my man Andy Ruiz, bro. Incredible, phenomenal cardio. So it's like that's the type of cardio that I see in Dakari.
Yes.
He's in his sparring it's become very popular amongst the boxing community.
Yeah.
He's definitely have the cardio. So when I look at a guy like Jaden Booth, which I haven't seen him in the ring just yet, he might have something to push, Dakari Scott, but we just don't know how much of a fighting shape he can be, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what Dakari has to bank on, right? That the bigger, taller man isn't in the shape that Dakari and his team train. Over there in Mustafa Mickens' gym, they training hard. They like to call it the mud, and that's why Gervonta Davis goes over there. And we gotta hope that he can put it together on fight night. Great main event because there is some potential for an upset. I mean, this guy Jaden is upset-minded. He upset the co-main on tomorrow night's card on Saturday night. So, Rydell Mays Hayes knows Jaden firsthand. And I think maybe that's why I'm a little more
invested?
Not invested, but like on pins and needles. Like, wow, is he going to be able to do it?
Okay.
Will Jaden upset Scott, or would Scott look that much better?
Is this the kind of opponent that you'd say the win is, you take it and you run, or do you think that he has to go out there and impress?
No, you definitely take this win and you run with it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, there's an element of danger, and no one knows Jaden Booth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the danger is in the mind of Mustafa Mickens. It's in the mind of Mac Truck because they know Rydell Mays Hayes, Super Mays as they call him. So they seen what Jaden was able to do with Super Mays. So you have to have at least that alertness.
That's right. Don't take him lightly.
Yeah, it's got to be triggered in your mind right now. You got to be wondering, And if it was a body contest, Jaden won.
Definitely, absolutely. But that's not Mac Truck's game. Doomy, when you you talk to Mustafa, that's Dakari Mack Truck's trainer. He had talked about getting rounds in. He had talked about showing skill, and he even went as far as to say that Dakari's power is not the best thing about him. It's his ring IQ. Do you feel like it's cap? Are they going out there trying to get that knockout, or do you really think, because we know that Mustafa is a great trainer. We know he knows what he's doing.
I mean,
I'll tell
they
you
are
like this.
calling him the new Nazim Richardson,
They
right?
are saying
listen,
that. They've been saying that.
Listen, Mustafa, I got the utmost respect for him. As soon as I seen him come on the scene, and I started seeing him on social media, because that's where we see all our stuff
exactly.
on,
Yeah.
And I started to see his philosophies and the way he trains, his whole mindset towards the game. I love it.
He's a teacher.
He's a teacher.
That's
the best way to put
I
it.
totally mesh with that type of mentality towards the fight game. So when you say, is it cat? Nah, it's not cat, because
Not cat.
what most people don't see, besides the power and the pressure that Dakari can bring, is that ring IQ and that punch placement. The punch placement was impressive to me.
Yes.
He's able to place shots and really hurt guys. See, in this boxing game, you don't need to throw too many punches. If you land good placed hard shots in this heavyweight game, you can really hurt your opponent.
Let me ask you guys, a lot of times in boxing, your stablemates kind of make you. Tell me who you spar with, I'll tell you how good you're going to be.
Sort of like when you were growing up. Tell me who you're with, I'll tell you who you are.
and tell me who you sparring. That tells me how good you're going to be, how good you're going to do. And the facts are this. For whoever doesn't know about what's going on here at the BuckHead Fight Club with TriStar Promotions and Southpaw Promotions, man, they've put, Mack Truck in a position where he can lose. But it's raised the awareness of his fight, and I think that the sparring that he's gotten with Brandon Glayton, Dion Nicholson, even Roy Jones not too long ago in preparation for Mike Tyson, I think that's going to be kind of what gets him over the hump. You know what I mean? Because Jaden looks the part. People were asking me, am I a heavyweight? Just because I look like it doesn't mean I can fight like it. We know that Dakari's fighting. We know that he's training. And I've been to that dungeon. I call it that because it's hot like one. I don't understand how they breathe in there. So I know he's coming from the mud, as they say, and he's getting that dog sparring. We seen a fight with Brandon Glayton and F.A. Otobar Apuchi. Dog fight. Dog mentality in Glayton, and that's who's pushing Mack Truck. Yeah. That's what the people need to understand when you are deciding whether or not you're going to buy this pay-per-view. You're getting an opportunity to see an up-and-coming, rising star. It hasn't been, often that we see 5'10" heavyweights that can punch. The last 5'10" heavyweight that can punch is probably Mike Tyson.
He was pretty famous.
And look, Mack isn't body beautiful. He's not Mike Tyson. He'll probably never be Mike in terms of, physical
body composition,
appearance.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to start putting some fear in people's hearts. And this is already his 5th fight, 5 KOs. This fight right here is so quick in his career. This is going to tell us something about him,
Jaden Booth, do we know his record in the ring, and how many?
He's 3-2.
3-2, and
He's
all
3-2.
3 of his wins are by knockout.
Yes, he
and
can
which
punch.
means Dakari's, all of his wins are by knockout. So
Wow.
these guys have
See, that tells
never
the tale.
won without knocking their opponent out. And that's the kind of main event that you can expect, tomorrow night.
This card, I think I like the Friday card a little bit better. You got Demichael's on there.
Yeah.
Harris. He last fought on Top Rank. He's 4-0, and he's going to be going now to 5-0 with this fight because I'm picking him. I mean, I'm sorry. I know I'm commentating, but the opponent is undersized.
He is very undersized.
And probably going to be outmatched against this red-hot prospect. We've been hearing about Demichael since he was 0-0.
But are you worried that he's coming off of a very quick turnaround?
No.
I mean, 2 weeks ago.
I'm sorry. Listen, this is a sport of what have you done for me lately, and judge a book by its cover. I'm judging the opponent. I mean, if the opponent wins, Harris needs to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Well, Harris specifically told me that this was for the Atlanta crowd. He's coming out to get a knockout, and it's specifically
He
for
better.
them. It's his gift to them, is what the way he put it.
Okay.
He better. And listen, did you see his weigh-in picture? He was like,
I did.
Yeah.
whoa, you better. I mean, look, making short jokes, you better take out the short man.
Yeah, him and his trainer, Pete Crumpley, Demichael Harris' trainer, had their fun poking there at the, you know what I mean? Stepping in.
Yeah, they took a picture with a drink. I didn't even know what it was.
I didn't know.
I
either.
thought it
It's
was
like
hilarious.
an electrolyte or something
Yeah.
like that. But,
Electrolyte.
he sparred 40 rounds with Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Can you
DeMichaels?
DeMichael, yeah.
yeah.
Can you spar 40 rounds with someone at that caliber?
I don't think I've sparred 40 rounds in the last 7 years that I've been in this boxing.
No. What I mean is, can a fighter like Demichael Harris spar, a guy like Shakur for 40 rounds and not take something away? I mean, is it like a guarantee? I mean, is it basically the equivalency to, going to Harvard?
But when were
and
those
boxing
rounds,
for-
though, Mario?
I mean, they're recent. They're
They're for this camp, or are they spread out through his 4-fight career?
So if you want to put it in those terms, technically, no, it wasn't for the exact lead-up for this, but that's because this lead-up was very quick. He had been in camp since April 3rd, and that he was getting time with Shakur before that and after that. So that time is very recent.
But
that
taken
study's very recent.
away from those type of sparring matches is absolutely. Listen.
Yeah, you gotta be able to come out of that
if you're not
session with something.
Sure.
and it's questionable obviously because some fighters are not cerebral, but that's what you do. If you're in this fight game to win, if you're sparring Shakur Stevens, because you want that.
You want to
work.
get better.
You want to get better.
I mean, we seen today that Shakur was sparring Jared Anderson with no headgear.
Yeah,
Mr. Knockout sparring partners, allegedly. That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
Jared's a hell of a heavyweight, man. One hell of a heavyweight.
Another fighter, we had talked about the Friday card. We had talked about the Friday card being one that's highlighted with a lot of really great talent. Here's one of them, Quatavius Cash. This is a guy who has typically fought at 54. He's going to fight at 160. His opponent, Estevan, I didn't really get a chance to talk to him very much.
Quatavius Cash is from the Contender. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys
he is
remember
from
him.
Contender, yeah.
He mauled his opponent.
He's been on Showbox quite a few times as well, too. He's known throughout the boxing community.
Well, he's got a list of who's who that he sparred with. I mean, he
Definitely.
sparred with Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, Laura Usakagi,
Wow.
J-Rock. 20 world champs, he said, just this year he's shared the ring with in sparring.
And look at him sporting the Contender briefs
Love
that
him. Love him.
that he got from his time in the series.
Oh, man, you don't think those are special made?
Probably. I mean, they
I hope
probably
he's got
for
a
the
booth.
series.
I hope he's got a booth tomorrow. I need to grab a pair of those.
Marius said he got him.
Yo, I'm going to knock out Jose in those. I'm very excited to see him fight.
Yeah, man.
He mauled his last opponent.
It's a treat. I think it's a treat.
He brings a crowd too because
Yes.
I think it's a treat whenever a promoter on this level can get television fighters on a club show.
Yes.
It obviously strengthens everything.
Absolutely. Big shout out again to Southpaw Promotions.
Exactly.
And,
Demichael Harris just fought on Top Rank.
Yeah.
You got Amari Jones is scheduled to be on the card. We'll see if he's not, or I know I haven't seen him here. Are they pulling him or what?
Yeah, I didn't see him on the bout sheet either, so
Okay.
maybe not. Yeah.
But then you got Dakari Scott and a few others. Man, there's quite a few other fighters here on this card that is strengthening it up. And
couple of
I'm
fighters
excited. You know who I'm excited to see? Amasil Jimenez. I believe he might be a heavyweight or a cruiserweight, and he's scheduled for the second. Is it the second card on Friday?
it's
Saturday?
got to be for the Saturday card, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's for the Saturday card.
Saturday card for
Yes, he's on the Saturday card. It's a 4-round heavyweight fight. Amasil Jimenez, I'm very interested in that. We haven't had a Puerto Rican heavyweight prospect or a Latino heavyweight prospect in a long time. Yes, we've had a Latino champion and Mexican-American Andy Ruiz, and we've had contenders, but, an up-and-coming prospect. I think it's been a quite some time. So it's going to be interesting.
Amichiel Jimenez, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he pans out.
Yeah, the one guy that I'm looking forward to tomorrow, Emmanuel Rivera. He's fighting Jonathan Ramos, super bantamweight fight, 6-rounder. He's trained by a gentleman named Andres Ortiz, and he's 31 years old. Okay, he's been pro for 11 years now. He's 17-2 with 11 KOs, but this guy is, he's just got a great story.
Emmanuel Rivera.
Yes, Emmanuel Rivera. He's on a 3-year layoff. He's on a 3-year layoff because he had to pause his pro boxing career after Hurricane Maria wiped out Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And he had to go to work and take care of his family and get them back on their feet. And, he did that. And
that shows sacrifice, man.
It does.
That's
it
what
shows
these fighters
sacrifice.
do time and time again is show sacrifice. So kudos
Always
to him.
sucks when a fighter has to put his career on hold. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But
3 years is a layoff.
he's got his opportunity right back in the mix, man. Let's see if he's going to make the most of it. Listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already paid and bought your pre-sale pay-per-view, I think you need to do so. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the description, or rather in the live chat, and pin it for you. I don't want you missing Mac Truck and Demichael Harris and Rodell Super Maze Hayes. Quite a few fighters on this card that we want to definitely, watch fight live. So I'm pinning that right there. Now you can go ahead and click it if you want to purchase the pay-per-view.
Definitely.
We're pretty much done here. Weigh-ins are emptying out. We had a late start due to, just getting things together with the internet,
Sure.
You never know. You never know. You never know what's going to happen with the internet.
Dan, the man from the Shadow Realms, claims
saved us is what happened.
You never know what's going to happen in the internet. Yo, and the thing is that this is in a basement. Like, we went down quite a few flights of steps, man.
It's huge.
This marriage. Me and Mario walked in here like, whoa.
I don't even understand why they call it like why didn't they call it something in the basement, right? Like,
Joe, the dungeon.
Like Fight Club in the dungeon, or
Yo,
I like Fight Club though.
Underground Fight Club.
Family.
Like, we're literally underground, so deep under that the internet is very tough.
And it's got the vibe for it too. You know what I mean? It feels.
Shout out to TriStar Promotions once again. I know it sounds like I'm giving extra love, but I've been to quite a few club shows. I haven't seen them spend this much money to give the fighter the full experience.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
see the green screen.
That's a great point.
I'm seeing a lot of good things.
Multiple cameras,
live
stream weigh-ins. At this level, you don't normally see that, man. So, you got to at least
give
credit where credit is due, man. Got to give credit
and,
where credit is due.
And, that's the thing. You never know. Right now we're talking about the Dakari Scotts and the Quataviuses, and these are the guys that were here because we know about them, right? Demichael. But the thing is you never know where that gem comes from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
find them in these
footage,
club shows.
No, like, listen, we found Christian Otero in a show like this.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
We and wasn't Mac on that card too?
He was on that card.
Like, we found fighters. I love Cesar Yanez. I hope I can get him back in the ring one day and see him in action. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was awesome.
Cesar made me a fan.
He made me a fan. There's like that thing where you watch someone like that fight, and it's like you fall in love with boxing all over.
I think we definitely need tape though, because we're bouncers. I'm floating.
I'm floating here.
Yeah. I need
my sciatic is acting up.
Stop moving.
Yeah, we need tape. Like, all right, not to go past that line, and this thing. And we got an angle. I think he said we got to stay here. So today,
Dan the man steps in with the red tape.
Yo, don't go past that line. Dan, I got to be crowding Mario now.
Yo, I'm waiting for you to smack me. Like, I'm right at arm's length.
We put Mario dead in the center.
Yo, they said give Mario a little stool.
It's like we look.
I was gonna say it too.
We look like the LOL sign right now.
I just need like 2 thick books, and I'll be good. Like right here.
Yo, speaking of promotions, man, I mean, this is all totally not off topic. It's on topic. I don't know if you guys know Repo Rick. You know Repo Rick?
Yeah, Repo Rick. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm. You know that Chris Lovejoy is moving another heavyweight.
He's got a heavyweight.
Yeah.
now this is the way I'm perceiving it, or I'm interpreting it, right? Like,
Okay.
so his friend is like, damn, you really just made 200K? He's like, yeah, I told you, champ. It's like, bruh, you really made 200K? He's like,
Dude,
yeah, I told you, champ. Like, bruh, bring me in. All right, yo,
You ready?
you need like 20 stacks.
Oh,
All right, 20 turn it into 2?
all day.
Yes.
All day.
All day.
Let's go to
That's the return
Tijuana.
right there.
Bruh, he's been taking some dude named Savage.
Oh, man. Savage.
Look him up.
What's his name? I know who you're talking
Savage.
about.
Yeah, it's this guy right
And
here.
they just got him 1-0. That's it. It's a
This
wrap.
guy. This guy's the Savage right
Bruh,
here.
That's
Chris
him.
Lovejoy,
Yeah.
sign him. You make sure you find him and you sign him. We
Oh.
need him on our team for the publicist. Listen,
is-
he got his man 17,000 followers already and a fight.
Lovejoy.
and he got like apparel. Lovejoy out here working.
Oh yeah,
man.
and I like his
You
apparel
hear me?
too.
Lovejoy out here working. Y'all
He's
hear me?
working for real.
He working.
Damn, look at the
So,
man.
so I brought that up to say this: like, if you go through Lovejoy and his fighters' Instagram or social media, you'll only see what they have. Repo Rick is very famous in the boxing world, but he don't do all this.
No.
okay.
He just, you want to fight? I'm gonna get you your fight. He ain't doing all this. So
Yeah.
I bring all that to bring it back to this, because shout out to Lovejoy. He's doing his thing. He's found a way to maneuver within the system. But how much better would his fighter do if he was on a card like this with this level of exposure?
Oh, yeah.
With the live stream, you know, with a good platform that's pushing it. And,
Yeah, because
and
nobody's going to know
promoting
you
it.
at Tijuana.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
And followers, at the end of the day, you know.
Well, they
there's-
mean something.
There's ways to acquire followers, so you never know.
Without-
You never
yeah.
know until you really go through the through the
Yeah.
social media account.
But you know the one oh I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So you know, if you're really trying to have a future in it, you want to fight here in the States.
Shout out to D Styles
Obviously,
with
he's
the
gonna
super
want.
chat.
Yeah, shout out to D Styles.
Shout out D Style.
Said, great work, brothers. Great work. Well, thank you, brother. We appreciate it.
He's gonna take him to Mexico. Okay, we know that this has been a route time and
Sure.
time again for many.
It's not wrong for everybody, you know what I mean?
Question is, how long? You
I
gonna
mean,
keep him in
Canelo
Mexico?
went back to
Exactly.
Mexico. Canelo's bringing all the talent from Mexico now. He took the distributor over there,
You know, to me though, the one thing that
or rather
this
the
does,
broadcaster.
the one thing that this does to me is it allows guys to not. We always talk about the lights being too bright at times. When guys finally step up,
Yeah.
you know, but when you get the opportunity
you're
to
getting your
see
feet
what the
wet.
media, you're getting your feet wet.
'Cause, like,
and then
look,
it's not
even
such
with the
a,
green
you know,
screen.
abrupt. Exactly.
Even
Yes.
with the green screen, I
Yeah.
seen plenty of dudes like fumbling on the green screen. It's
It's-
like, yo, my man, all you got to do is pose,
and
Yeah.
they
and they
but it's
don't
a-
know.
It's
You're
So,
absolutely right.
you know,
so
especially
that
when you're coming-
TriStar is giving them an opportunity. Here's your. Go ahead and pop that cherry, though. This is your first time. Go ahead and take the
Yeah.
car around the block
Get
for
your
the
feet
first
wet.
time.
Get your
you know what I'm
interviews.
saying?
Get your interviews. You know.
And this is
Sip a
what this
beer with
is.
Theo.
I mean, listen, I got to find out the guy's name because I want to pronounce it properly. I want to give him his respect. The one with the wings tattoo,
Okay.
he took it a step further than ever. He baby oiled up. He
Oh.
said, wait a minute, we doing green screen? He came and put the baby oil. He had-
Okay.
I promise you.
He looked jacked.
Him
though.
right
I know
there.
who you're talking
Him right
about.
there.
Yeah. He's fighting.
He still got the baby oil. You kidding me? His shoulders shining from here. Listen, he said, listen, I'm going to take full advantage because these pictures live forever.
Yes.
They
That's
live
right.
forever. This
That's right.
video lives forever. And a lot of fighters, especially young fighters, they don't understand it. Even trainers and managers, you know, they're just thinking about the goal and the task at hand. And it's so much more than that. This is an entertainment sport.
No, big up again.
A little bit of baby oil goes a long way. Shout out to my man with the wings, man.
He's still shining over there.
Look at him, still shining.
It goes a long way, man. It goes a long way.
Absolutely, man.
You know, to
My own camera. Oh, okay, perfect.
Try it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think Doomy's out the shot. You're gone.
yeah, I'm
Doomy's out the shot. You
You're
can
like nowhere near.
squeeze in a little bit. You can.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, I gotta
Oh,
be
beautiful.
Now
here.
he took me out.
We gotta be right here.
There you go.
I'm inside my
oh,
tape.
Awesome.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
Oh, okay.
perfect.
Whoever's talking, I'm going in on.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Dope.
Okay.
Dope. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, you got the zoom in on Mario.
Oh yeah. Man, that's the other thing. It's like everything is top of the line.
Top of the
everything
line.
No, listen,
is
this,
top
this,
notch,
you know,
high quality.
As, you know, as somebody that's fought, you know, as an amateur, and I look at stuff like this, and I remember the times, you know, Neva Ness came to my championship
Yeah.
fight. You know, the feel that this gives you is just, it prepares you, like you said, you know, to go pro.
Motivates you too.
Yes.
But it motivates you,
Yeah.
and like, you know,
These
if I'm a
fighters
fighter,
will put on a better performance tomorrow and Saturday
they
because
took
of
the
all
word-
this.
Took the words
Yeah,
right
you're
out of my
You know,
mouth.
right.
you come to empty warehouse and you step on a scale and you go, you're not going to be as excited as, oh, wait, the Boxing Voice is commenting. Wait, they live streaming? Oh, people taking pictures? Let me get the baby oil.
There's plenty of fighters that actually garner energy from all this stuff.
Of course.
Sure.
They get really hyped.
Listen,
so.
if you get energy from the fans, there's no way you can't get energy from the production. Absolutely. Production is everything. I mean,
and we're living in the digital world these days.
Oh yeah.
You know, people want to see themselves on the camera. They want to look good. And when you're fighting, you want to be out there. You want people to know that you're fighting, and you know, people want to see a good.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, we
then
were just
the
doing
man
a test.
Shadow Realm does right now. He said, "Wrap it up."
But ladies and gentlemen, man, we went live from the weigh-in. We wanted to give you a little taste. Also, we had to test the internet. We will be live tomorrow right here. Well, not for the fight. No, you got to buy the fight. You got to buy the fight on
Don't
pay-per-view.
forget to click that link in the
That's
bio.
Right. I actually got it pinned. Yeah. Buy the fight or I'm going to have to catch a bus ride home. But listen, the link is in the chat, and you can click it. It's already pinned. See you guys tomorrow night. But I think we're doing another weigh-in tomorrow, right, for the Saturday fighters? So we'll be live one more time.
Double time, yeah.
We'll be live one more time, and hopefully we get it right and do it sooner.
Yeah.
All right?
We'll be here for 2 o'clock at the weigh-ins. We're going to go live at 3.
2 o'clock for the weigh-ins, and we're going live at 3. So
First
make
fight?
sure.
First fight's at 6 o'clock.
First fight
Don't
will be at
forget to
6
hit that
o'clock.
notification bell so you know when we're going live, y'all.
That's right.
Definitely.
I can't end it. Dan got to do it.
Dan the man.
Why don't you keep talking?
Jack of all trades.
No, I love your equipment.
Dan's wearing 5 hats.
I'm going to just say my tan looks phenomenal. I'm just saying. I love his equipment.
Dan's
I'm
wearing
going
a
to say that
sombrero.
I probably should have done the push-ups before because now I'm all